Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel, I hope. Everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Savannah Chrisley's shocking claims against sentencing judge. Savannah Chrisley has seemingly put her parents in hot water with her words recently. Many people believe that Savannah's mouth has caused some problems for her mom, Julie Chrisley, in the prison system. Now she's slamming the sentencing judge and prosecution online. Continue reading to see what fans think about Savannah's latest rant. Savannah Chrisley calls prosecution uneducated following resentencing. Over the weekend, Savannah took to Instagram to share a video of herself talking about her mother's recent resentencing hearing. Julie Chrisley appeared in an Atlanta courtroom last week to be resentenced. However, the judge deemed her original sentence of 7 years to be sufficient for the crimes in question. There were plenty of signs that this would be the case before the judge handed the new sentence down. The government even suggested that the judge uphold the original sentence before the hearing date. Despite that, Savannah Chrisley continued to hope for the best. When her mom didn't receive any kind of reduction, the Chrisley Knows Best star was obviously upset. But what made her even angrier was that the judge seemed to be making personal remarks in court. Outside the courthouse, Savannah and the family attorney, Alex Little, addressed what happened. Apparently, the judge made several comments directed at Savannah, the television show, the podcast, and the kids, Chloe and Grayson Chrisley. Savannah went on to call the judge and prosecution uneducated and claimed they would continue to appeal the court's decision. Savannah isn't done ranting about injustice yet. In her latest video on Instagram, Savannah talks about the resentencing hearing once again. She goes on a bit of a rant. In the clip, she says that it was a hard pill to swallow hearing that her mother's original sentence was upheld. On top of that, Savannah Chrisley pointed out that the overall amount that Julie was responsible for was shown to be reduced from $17 million to $4.7 million. Most people would think that would result in a reduction in her sentence, but that's not how things played out in court. Savannah went on to say that she was in shock when the judge began commenting on the television show and accusing her of not caring for the kids' emotional well-being. She said that she is going to continue to fight corruption in the system because she has nothing left to lose at this point. In the caption, she wrote, "Thank you for loving and standing by us. The fight is not over." Many people think that Savannah's constant public remarks about the justice system may be having an impact on Julie's experience. It was just revealed that she had to take the long route back to custody after leaving Atlanta. One person took to Reddit to discuss her latest rant. This time she is, again, going after the judge in the resentencing hearing, stating the judge is uneducated and that Fulton County is causing the problem, they wrote. While many of the comments on Savannah's Instagram are supportive, Reddit users weren't so nice. Savannah Chrisley, the outspoken daughter of imprisoned reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley, has never been one to shy away from controversy. But her most recent bombshell may be her boldest yet. In an emotional podcast episode titled Justice Denied, The Truth Behind the Robe, Savannah made shocking allegations against the federal judge who sentenced her parents, igniting a firestorm of media attention, legal speculation, and public outrage. Savannah, 26, began the episode calmly, thanking her listeners for their continued support. But it wasn't long before her tone shifted. With trembling resolve, she announced, "I stayed quiet long enough. What happened in that courtroom was not just sentencing. It was something far more personal and vindictive." According to Savannah, the judge who presided over her parents' high-profile tax evasion and fraud trial had a deep-rooted bias against her family. There were comments made behind chambers, she said. Things we only found out through whispers and inside sources. My parents never stood a chance, not because of the evidence, but because the gavel was already loaded with judgment before the trial began. In a staggering claim, Savannah alleged that the judge had previously worked with a law firm that once tried, and failed, to prosecute Todd in the early 2000s, when he was first making waves in real estate. It was a vendetta in disguise, she insisted. You don't sentence people based on personal history. You sentence based on
As
justice.
social media
And
exploded
justice
with speculation,
was absent in
Savannah
that
dug
courtroom.
deeper.
She claimed that her legal team had uncovered emails that allegedly showed inappropriate communication between the judge and key prosecutors in the months leading up to her parents' trial. They were discussing trial strategy, media optics, even referring to my dad as TV Todd in mocking tones. How is that impartial? How is that fair? But perhaps most jarring was her accusation that the judge dismissed mitigating evidence without review. We had financial experts, character witnesses, even pastors willing to testify on behalf of my parents. They were brushed aside like noise. One document, an IRS discrepancy that proved we were overcharged, was never allowed to be entered into evidence. She paused, taking a deep breath before adding, "The courtroom is supposed to be sacred." But that felt like a setup. Savannah didn't stop there. In a twist that left listeners gasping, she hinted that her family's fame played a role in the harsh sentencing. They wanted to make an example out of us. They wanted headlines, and my parents paid the price with their freedom. In the aftermath of her claims, legal experts have weighed in. Some are skeptical, warning that without hard proof, such allegations could do more harm than good. Others believe Savannah may be paving the way for a legitimate judicial review. One retired appellate judge, speaking under anonymity, told a news outlet, "If there's even a shred of truth to these accusations, it warrants a serious investigation." Judges are not above accountability. Savannah revealed that her family has filed a formal complaint with the Judicial Council and is petitioning for a review of the sentencing procedure. "We're not just fighting for Todd and Julie," she said. "We're fighting for everyone who's ever faced a biased bench, a prejudged jury, or a broken system." She also took time to address critics who claim she's just trying to rewrite history. "I know what the public thinks, that we're just spoiled reality stars trying to play victim. But this isn't about being a Chrisley. This is about being a human being deserving of a fair trial." Savannah's words have drawn a mixed response from the public. While some continue to condemn the Chrisleys for their crimes, others, especially fans of Chrisley Knows Best, are rallying behind her. Social media hashtags like #FreeToddandJulie and #JudgeTheJudge have begun trending, with thousands demanding transparency in federal sentencing procedures. Adding to the drama, Savannah disclosed that her parents have been writing daily journals from prison, documenting everything they've endured. They've been mistreated, ignored, and emotionally broken down, but they're still fighting. And so am I. The episode closed with Savannah issuing a chilling warning. "If this could happen to my parents, it could happen to yours." The robe doesn't make a person holy. Sometimes it hides the darkest intentions. Though Savannah's claims remain unproven in a court of law, they've already sparked conversations in living rooms, legal circles, and media outlets nationwide. What started as a sentencing has now snowballed into a broader examination of judicial ethics. And Savannah Chrisley, whether you love her or loathe her, has placed herself at the very center of that storm. As the battle continues, Savannah promises there's more to come. "This was just part one," she teased at the end of the episode. "The receipts are coming, and when they do, I hope America is ready to see behind the curtain."